Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. To Honorable keynote speaker, commit member of the International Conference on Elementary Education, respected lectors, fellow presenters, and distinguished guests. My name is Reka Julianti, and I'm from Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. It was a great honor to be here today to present our research, which I conducted with my college. The title of our research is an analysis of the communication skill of fifth grade student at SDN Taman. We choose this topic because communication skills are a fundamental ability that must be developed from early. They are crucial not only for the learning process, but also for student social interaction. To understand our research, we must first look at the background. Communication is a key 21st century skill. It is consistently identified as one of the 6 core competencies, or 6 Cs. These are character, citizenship, communications, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. It serves as the foundation for developing other critical abilities, such as effective collaboration and higher order thinking skill. However, there is a significant reality gap. In the field, many elementary school students still struggle to express their idea, state their opinions, and participate actively in class. We observe this same condition at our research site in SDN Taman, where students often appear passive and lack the confidence to speak. This problem is requiredly rooted in pedagogical factor, specifically the dominance of teacher-centered learning method that do not provide enough opportunity for student interaction. To investigate this problem, we designed our methodology as follows. Design. We use a quantitative descriptive approach. Our goal was not to test a hypothesis, but to objectively map and describe the current level of student communication skill. Example, our population was all 5th grade students at SDN Taman, with totaling 52 students. We used a saturated sampling technique, meaning the entire population was included as our sample. An instrument. We collected data using a direct observation sheet. This instrument was based on 4 key indicators of communication skill as defined by Budiono and Abdurrahman 2020. Now for our result, as you can see from the chart, the overall average score for student communication skill was 60%, with fall into sufficient category. However, this overall score hides a very important detail. When we break down the skills, we find a clear gap. Receptive skill, which involve receiving information, score well. Listening was in the good category at 70.4%. Responding to other opinion was also good at 63.5%. And productive skill, which involve reading and delivering information, score much lower. Delivering information was only sufficient at 54.6%, and expressing ideas was the lowest of the all at only 51.5%, also in the sufficient category. They show us that students are far more dominant in receptive aspect, like listening, that they are in productive aspect, like expressing their own ideas. So the key of the question is, why does this gap exist? Our discussion identified 2 primary factors. The first is the external factor, teacher-centered method. The conventional teacher-centered learning model used in the classroom trains students to be good receivers of information. It effectively trained our receptive indicator. However, the same model provides very limited opportunities for students to practice their own productive skill, to organize and convey their own truth. This aligns with findings from Rahman and Fitri 20 and 22, which highlight that teacher strategies for actively facilitating students' oral communication are often suboptimal and are not primarily focused in lesson planning. And second is the internal factor, lack of self-confidence. This passive learning environment reinforce internal barriers, as finding from Nuraini 20 and 21 also suggests self-confidence is a key factor. Students who fear being wrong or being judged by their peer will often choose to remain silent. They are not encouraged to talk, to take the social risk of expressing their own ideas. So this productive skill failed to develop. In short, the dominant learning model has successfully built receptive skill, but has failed to adequately develop the more complex productive skill. Based on this finding, we draw one main conclusion. The overall communication skill of fifth grade students at SDN Taman are in the sufficient category at 60%. This is defined by a significant gap between their good receptive abilities and their sufficient productive abilities. From this, we over to key recommendation. The first is implement student-centered models. We recommend that the teacher begin to supplement their conventional method with more interactive student-centered method, like RADEC, project-based learning, or problem-based learning, are excellent choices because they require students to actively discuss, explain, and present. Thereby training to underdeveloped productive skills. And the second is build a safe environment. Technology and models alone are not enough. Teachers must also foster a psychologically safe and supportive classroom environment. It is crucial to create a space where students feel confident to speak, ask questions, and even make mistakes without fear of being mocked or blamed. This is essential for building the self-confidence needed to practice communication. So that concludes our presentation. Thank you very much for your time and attention. We would now be happy to answer any question you may have. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.